great news here. They're coming out with Rivals of Aether 2, and they just announced a release date. First and foremost, and I want to start us off with Rivals of Aether. Nick, are you familiar with this game, Rivals of Aether?
Yeah, I do. So I've seen the trailer. I'm not and I've seen a little bit of the gameplay for the first one, but I have not played the first one. Well, and that's the thing that I know.
Well, that's the great news here. They're coming out with Rivals of Aether 2, and they just announced a release date. And this game is a Smash clone, so it's a platform fighter, and it's not solely based. It was created in the essence of wave dashing. The creator loved the mechanic and function of wave dashing in original Smash Bros. Melee, although that was unintended, and he built Rivals of Aether with the complete intention of incorporating the game being fast-paced and technically astounding, and having a real high ceiling for skill expression with just around the wave dashing idea. And wave dashing is when you feint towards the ground on a platform and you do it in an angle where momentum slides you. Different characters have different friction points, and it became a very important staple for the fighting game Super Smash Bros. Melee. Move along a couple years ago, Rivals of Aether developed their own game based off of that mentality, based off of wave dashing, and they created a pretty solid fighting game. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely a little bit of a cult classic, but now we have an official announcement for the release date of Rivals of Aether 2. Bring that right up on screen. It's available October 23rd, just about a month from yesterday, available on Steam. We'll play the release trailer in a bit, but I do want to extend a little bit of a notable why you should care, because it's also getting some buzz because it's being distributed and produced by a video game favorite, Ludwig. And here's quickly Ludwig's video announcing that they're going to be putting out their first video game.
We have finally announced the release date for Rivals of Aether 2. This is Off-Brand Games' first game. It's the first game I've ever published. It's the first game I ever will publish. You really only get one shot at your first, and honestly, pretty lucky based off the game. Pretty lucky based off what the game is. Okay, no.
All right, he's basically just gonna fight with chat a little bit as he normally does. A little bit of the back and forth in that, but generally speaking, he's really excited. He was a player of Rivals of Aether. I think he had a couple tournaments. He is a player who likes competitive games. He wants to prove that he's a good gamer, currently on the God Gamer Gauntlet challenge for him. But it's really exciting to see a game like this have the support of a streamer and a person who works really hard like this, so that it can get some buzz out there, because this is a fantastic game. Let me bring us into the release trailer, actually, so we can show that a little bit sooner. Right. Oh, there we go. A little bit easier to see, and here we are.
What is a rival? Is it a powerful enemy? Someone who steals your thunder? Can it be a friend? Or one of many foes? Zetterberg. Rono. Raster.
A lot of the characters are returning here. Ones you've seen if you've played Rivals of Aether 1. But very distinct art style, very unique charactership. Nick, any sort of distinct thoughts you have while we're playing this in the background?
I mean, they kind of nail the whole aesthetic of the game. Overall, it's good. A game that's basically, kind of like these characters are pretty influenced, right? But like they're overall like pretty unique. Like the game doesn't feel like I have a correlation to like a lot of people besides like, you know, maybe the frog guy will say like, oh, he's like Red Ninja and like, you know, stuff like that. Like overall,
a little bit later, we're going to be talking about obviously the Pal World lawsuit in Nintendo, and like that's another interesting where it's like, did they take too much or whatever? This is a game that's based on the Smash platform fighter. It's a clone of it. It's based on wave dashing, but then they're able to create such a unique vibe and sort of situation. I do want to point out two things. First, new character is the hyena character on the left. That's a new exclusive character to Rivals of Aether 2. And then again, reinforcing the release date here, October 23rd, available on Steam. And we'll talk about that. But yeah, you're right. It's a very distinct sort of game, being familiar, but then also being unique to itself. And like I said before, I believe this is a very solid fighting game, and we should be seeing more of this being played across the board, especially with backing and support of like Ludwig and other creators like that.
Hey, Billy here. Wanted to take a quick minute to let you know a few different things. If you enjoyed the video so far, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out, and it tells the algorithm to share it with more people. You can find the Esports Meta live every week on Twitch and YouTube. It's where we film the podcast or hang out, play games, and chat. If social media is more your vibe, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or Twitter if you use Threads. Does anybody use Threads? This is a video game community that's excited to talk about esports, so jump into the conversation. Of course, you can find more videos like this here on YouTube. Just hit that subscribe button right there or there. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to the show.
Yeah, wrestle some of the money away from like Nintendo and Marvel. Like Nintendo hates their communities on like a regular basis. Like if you don't have kids, they probably hate you. Like in general, like
it definitely feels like that.
Smash.
It definitely feels like that.
But you know, they might need to be a little bit worried because like that dude looks like Cubo mixed with like Zoroark, the two Pokemon together. I don't know. You never know. Nintendo's out here soon.
They might have an itchy trigger finger on those lawsuit guns, right?
Yeah, you know, hide your kids, hide your wife. Nintendo's suing everybody out here.
But generally speaking, Nick, have you gotten to play Rivals of Aether before, or was this like your first sort of like deeper dive into it?
So first deeper dive into it. Like I never even knew about Rivals until I read an article basically that Rivals of Aether 2 was releasing, and it's a shame that they don't get to keep their name because Marvel already has Marvel Rivals, so they have to go with Rivals of Aether.
Well, that was the interesting thing. They were going to rebrand to Rivals too, and then Marvel Rivals came out with their beta and had the copyright sooner than they did, so they pivoted back into Rivals of Aether 2. I did get to play the first one a bit. It was released on the Switch, which is mostly where my experience was on it. It was a very solid fighter. Really enjoyed it. Definitely a lot of fun to play. And like you do have a high skill ceiling, but anybody can just jump in and hop on and play just like Smash Bros.
I mean, like it just popped in my head right now, but they really should have just went with Rivals because Marvel should rebrand into Battle World or Civil War or something. But anyway, that's a different topic. But you know, I love the look of the game, and I really can't wait to like see how it's played. Like I don't really think that like I'm not that player anymore. Like I don't care too much about Smash like that to like sit down and like really practice the game like I did for Brawl and Melee. But I'll sit down and play like Melee and Brawl because I already have like the muscle memory and I already know how to play it to like a certain degree. I think I would play this like a couple times with like friends, right? Like you bring over your Switch or we're somewhere where your Switch has it already, and you know.
Yeah, we'll throw down on a couple rounds. We'll throw down on a couple rounds for sure. And that's like the nature of fighting games. But I do want to see before I want to reserve my full judgment. But like I am a fan of the first one. I do want to see how the netcode does. It was pretty solid on the first one. But like that netcode on Steam, and then if they release on further consoles after that, is going to make or break the game, I believe. Exposure to players, being able to pick it up, being able to hop into casual lobbies, play this somewhat competitive casually, have these tournaments online, that reoccurrence is going to make a big deal. So like that's where I'm a little bit hesitant, because you don't know how netcode is going to perform until you get to play that netcode in full glory, a full like audience. So you know, I'm a little bit waiting for that until October 23rd, but I'm very excited for this game. With that, I'm also not sure how much is going to be played, but it's definitely going to be played. And I suggest that you guys check it out too. Right now, there's a big call to action. Going to do this also for Mr. Ludwig. Shout outs to you, Ludwig. He's asking people to wish list on Steam. He's trying to get this game to top 100 over, what is it? Truck Simulator Greece. So need to make that happen. If you guys want to put your support out there for a game, if you're interested by this, go to Steam, go wishlist the game. It's going to be a lot of fun and definitely worth it. Just head to the website and hit that wishlist button and help Ludwig out, your boy Ludwig out for his enjoyment. And this is a solid game, and you're supporting an indie game dev. Absolutely. So definitely worth it. Definitely, going to put that call to action out there for you.
No, I just disagree with Billy, bro. Ludwig, I don't understand why we can't have a giveaway for this. Like straight up, like why we can't have like, oh, you got 10 entries into the giveaway, because of why somebody has to call me like right now.
It's Ludwig. He's on the phone for you, dude. He's talking about that giveaway.
Yeah, no, like you get 10 giveaway chances to entry, right? Chances to win. What how did that even answer the phone? That's sick. But yeah, there should be a giveaway if Ludwig wants you to go wishlist this thing. It does look cool. Wishlist if you like it. Don't do it because Daddy Ludwig wants you to do it. All right, like just Well,
in that way too, I'm going to be more for it. Go wishlist right now. Support indie game developers. Support an awesome game. Do it for Ludwig. He's trying to be a god gamer, and etc. Tell him, we sent you, the Esports Meta sent you. But you could also check out the game this weekend. I believe they're going to be doing a beta test tournament. So go check out his info, check out the game, check out that information if you want to try to get a little bit of a hands-on, and push him for that giveaway. He's got the power. He's got the sway. He's a Red Bull athlete. He should be able to do these kind of things. And he's putting out this game, So yeah, we're going to be looking forward to this. We'll keep you posted on anything. I know this is going to be a game I'm going to be looking at quite closely at, and I'm definitely excited for. And let us know if you're excited too.